Hey everybody, want a wisdom here. It is Saturday, January 5th, 4:40 a.m. I have absolutely no business recording anything at this time of night slash early morning, whatever you want to call it. That said, basically earlier tonight, Friday night, uh, got online, recorded a little bit of online races in Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. Went ahead, edited that, got it uploaded. During like the last every bit of free time I've had, I've actually been editing the backlog of Giants videos just to kind of get them uploaded. Uh, where we left off in part 76, we're basically ready to go box stock into Chaos's castle. I've kind of decided to do that before we do the adventure packs. It just doesn't seem like they flow that well. Uh, that said, the only new character I've been able to get, it was a Christmas present. It's Flameslinger Series 2, of course. Obviously, I didn't open up or stick the Amazon exclusive gold ones on the portal. But as far as the Wave 3 goes, I had a chance. I could have picked up Stealth Elf and Eruptor at Toys R Us one time. It was the only two they had. They didn't have a sale going, and they just jacked the price to $10.99. So I kind of said screw it. And needless to say, this past week when I ran my errands, get groceries and everything, every store was absolutely ransacked. Obviously, a ton of people got the game for Christmas. Target, I have not seen the shelves that bare in forever as far as Skylanders go. Toys R Us had some stuff, but I mean, it was like, in all honesty, it was a lot of SSA figures. Like Swarm, there might have been two of them, and then it was just like Light Core Eruptor and Light Core Drobot. They did have two Cinders, which again I didn't spring for because they didn't have a sale going. So I have yet to, in all honesty, I have never, since they came out, seen Lightning Rod or Light Core Shroom Boom at a local store. That said, I did, trying to pass time while the video's uploaded. They're going really, really slow. I think I'm finally to part 47, which is Willikin Village Chapter 7, third and final part of that one. I was just surfing around on the net, checking for Skylanders. I noticed that Walmart had Light Core Shroom Boom page up, out of stock, of course. But I went ahead and I checked there. Hadn't checked probably in like 2 days, but they now have pages for both Thumpback and Eyebrawl. Amazon has yet to get up a page for Eyebrawl, but they do have the one for Thumpback. So with Walmart having Thumpback and Eyebrawl, just like GameStop, I'm really thinking we'll see both of those. When I was in GameStop this past week, I didn't get any information definitively that they'd be there, but he did say they were going to get a new triple pack. It showed that it was out in distribution, would come in on the 9th. Whether that's their system calling the battle pack a triple pack, I don't know, but conceivably we could have Scorpion Striker and Triple Pack 5, but all that aside, is kind of like a random update. We somehow dropped 31 frames during this time, but we're going to back out, pull Fright Rider off here, and I will now introduce Series 2 Flameslinger. Add him to our arsenal.
Let the flames begin!
It's a pretty sweet background there. As you can see, new heroic challenge, and 4 Fire Skylanders collected elemental power has been increased. He is extremely quick right out of the box, so that's very good news. That said, we're going to come in now. Go ahead and take a look. That's the wrong button. I haven't played in a while, if you can't tell.
I have blind ambition.
Okay, I don't know what he said because I was talking to you and I listened to myself. So, my apologies. He does look pretty awesome. It's kind of like they put a glow to his bow or something. Quite sure what he's doing. I guess it feels good to his back or something. We'll take a look at his stats. Box stock, max health 250, speed 50, so that explains that. Armor 24, critical hit 40. Elemental power, again it would begin at 25, but since he's our 4th fire element, he's sitting there at 46. So I believe our others would be Hothead the Giants, Igniter, Light Core Eruptor, and then I think I've put Legendary Igniter on. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, we'll come out now and we will actually take a look at his upgrades. His base power, which obviously that's going to be the A button here, we'll showcase in a little bit, is the Fire Arrow. Shoot flaming arrows at your enemies. Next up is the Flame Dash. I really enjoy this one. Hold the B button to dash forward, leaving a flaming path of destruction behind. Obviously that's from his enchanted boots he was gifted. First upgrade you can purchase is Searing Arrows. It just makes his fire arrows do increased damage. The Column of Fire. This is where I really start liking the dash. In addition to the speed, it does some sweet damage, you know. Draw a circle with the Flame Dash to create a fire column. The Flame Dash does extra damage. Then you have his tertiary attack with the Z button, Volley Shot. Press the Z button to fire flaming arrow rain down on your enemies. After that we have Hyper Shot, which this one's nice. Shoot fire arrows much faster. That said, he was never as slow as some of the characters like Drill Sergeant's rockets were, you know, but nonetheless it is nice to have. Now we get to a point where you can pick a path. For the life of me, I can't remember what they were. I think one might have been Pyro Archer, and really can't remember the other one. Again, if I wasn't recording this at 4:48 a.m., probably would have thought to, you know, get the names before we did this. But anyway, if you go down his primary path, which is upgrading the, you know, base A attack, you begin with Hellfire Arrows. Fire arrows and Flaming Arrow Rain do even more increased damage. Once again, as I say every time, it would be nice if we had a definitive number here instead of just having to cumulatively go through each time if you're so inclined to pick it up. Explosive Arrows. Fire arrows explode, doing damage to anything nearby. And lastly, we have the Triple Shot Arrows. Shoot 3 fire arrows at once. In his Series 2 pose, he's either doing the triple shot or the volley shot. I've referred to it both ways. To me, it honestly looks like the volley shot because he's got the bow arced, you know, upwards. It's not, you know, straight ahead. It's kind of got the volley to it. Gonna have some loft when he, you know, releases it. Anyway, that said, his other upgrade path, we begin with the napalm tipped arrows. Fire arrows leave behind a burning patch, damaging enemies that touch it. Then you have Inferno Blast. Hold A to charge a flaming Inferno Blast attack released to fire. And lastly, and this is really the main reason you would take this path, these first two are almost akin to his, you know, primary attack, but this is what sets it apart, the Supernova. This is what I alluded to in his unboxing. Draw a circle with a Flame Dash causes fire to spread out. I'm sorry, drawing a circle, doing more damage, and it looks really cool on top of that. Now we actually get to his Soul Gem, which is a Super Volley Shot. Flaming Arrow Rain shoots more arrows that cover more area. That, of course, you know, you need the tertiary attack with the Z button. And then the Wow Pow is called Speed Demon. While dashing, press A to run even faster and leave a new flame trail. Thus far, that may be the most interesting Wow Pow I've demoed here or read about. Obviously, as you know, I'm a fan of speed. I like to do the hit and run tactics in this game, and he's pretty quick out of the box once we get some heroics under his belt, and then we can add that Wow Pow in addition to his, you know, secondary attack, which is speed related anyway. That's going to be very cool. So that said, I have finally, at some point in the playthrough, I've actually had a few people, I think Daphne on Twitter 2 days ago or something, made the comment. I'm sure a lot of people have. I haven't looked at the YouTube videos, but it was, you do know that you can view the quest if you press the A button. I don't know what point in the playthrough we were at when I finally figured that out, but I mean, it just annoyed the snot out of me. But obviously right here he's done nothing. We just put him on, but complete 3 more quests to reach the next rank. you press A and you come into this screen, and you know, I just kind of assumed it was like that. But anyway, we'll just go ahead and cover these. Monster Masher, defeat 1,000 enemies. Chow Hound, eat 50 pieces of food. Arena Artist, complete an arena without taking any damage. Battle Champ, win 10 PvP matches. And Heroic Challenger, complete a challenge level without taking any damage. Those 5 are basically the same, I think, with everyone, just based on what I see all the time. Flameslinger specific or Fire Element specific, not quite sure, because again, haven't incorporated this into anything yet. Bombardier, defeat 30 enemies with bombs. And we've got Elementalist, cause 7,500 elemental bonus damage. And then Steamer, not complete, defeat an evil water minion. I think I remember seeing that with Igniter, maybe. So that could be the same thing. And then this one is definitely specific to the character, if I'm remembering right. Circular Combustion, defeat 10 enemies with 1 column of fire flame dash. That may be a deal you need to be in an arena or like a chompy pit or just some insane type situation. But now that I actually know we can view that crud, I will at least quickly cap the quest like that for each character we introduce. If provided I can ever get them. You know, I can order them in online. I just haven't brought myself to that point yet. I'm trying to kind of see if I can't get them locally. That said, if I can't, you know, I'll either do Amazon or Walmart. They have the better shipping options for me. So, we will back out now. Have not cleared the ship out, obviously. This is his primary attack with the A button. Note that it kind of locks on to the targets for you. So that's obviously very nice. The secondary attack will be the Flame Dash. You can kind of see there, if we had any upgrades at all, that would have erupted. You know, obviously later on it can be the super.
Now approaching our final destination. Forecast calls for some kind of weather.
But you know, any character, the undeads usually have that has that dash attack, Ghost Roaster, Drill Sergeant, Cinder. I really like them box stock for the simple fact they've got the extra speed, you know, and that of course to me is a very big thing. Some people maybe not so much, but you know, the way I like to play, the quicker the character, it's certainly not going to do any damage. But I'll give you a good look at the Flameslinger here. Go ahead and clear out the ship. This will either be part 77 or probably 80 something. I'm assuming Chaos's Castle would take 3 parts, maybe more. Could be wrong. So again, here's our big wad. That's up to 300 now. So I'm doing this actually, not necessarily just to like show you Flameslinger, but when I do his heroic challenge and end the recording, I'm going to come back and collect all this money with him again. So, yeah, you know, Auric Store is pretty ridiculous. But anyway, we've rambled quite a bit. I figured we should do the heroic challenge.
Let's do it.
If I get time, I will update the heroic challenge list. I think there's like just a handful I haven't added. Stealth Elf, a couple of the other new ones, but hardest part might be finding it. Let's see here. Trying to think what his was from the last time. I don't think he had a speed challenge, or I'd remember it. His might have been critical hit. Okay, bombs to the walls. I think I do remember this vaguely, but it looks different. I don't remember a Shadow Knight being in the minefield areas, but use bombs to find 25 magical charms. I do remember this actually. Still not the Shadow Knight. Plus 5 elemental power. We'll go ahead, get started, and see what we can do. This one may take multiple attempts.
No one can navigate through their fortress and recover 25 magic charms in less
than an hour. Sounds like the same story.
I told him you could do it in minutes. They've got all kinds of walls blocking off your routes, but nothing a little bomb can't take care of.
3, 2, 1.
So I'm trying to think of the route, and I honestly have no flipping clue. So, bear with me, this may take some time. That's great. I think there's a bomb up here and you can toss it from this direction. Oh, there's not. Well, that's fantastic. Oh, maybe this is what I remember. Okay, I think that actually blew it up for sure. I'm gonna, well, I didn't put it on. Well, I do, but not at that point. Let's see what's over here, just in the event that we do have to replay it. So there is a wall there. He is really, really fast out of the box. I don't know if I can stress that enough. But let's see just how quick he really is. Oh, the Goliath drill blocked it. Okay. Now we gotta get back here and like, make some strategy. I guess I'll just take these guys in. Well, that's great. So, yeah, we shouldn't have done what I did, but I did what I did. So, you know, stuff happens. Oh, well, that's easy. If the bomb would go where we wanted it to, they have to make everything complicated. Oh, I guess you're supposed to take the bounce pad. I remember that now. Like I said, might take multiple times. There's probably a bomb up here. The cool thing there, took out the Goliath drill too. So.
We're halfway there.
Let's go ahead. I think that teleporter might take us down to one of those little areas.
Almost made it.
Yeah, and that one's loaded with stuff. So. And I think this opens the gate. If we don't make it, we should be
One more
close.
Heroic challenge complete.
Oh, I think we're
excellent job.
Yeah, that was actually pretty easy. We may have inadvertently taken the best path. I do remember the challenge. Like I said, it's just not one that I played all the time, with it not being a speed challenge.
Now enjoy
But
this reward.
I can't argue with the end result, particularly at 4:58 a.m. So, we clicking though. I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna play another one. I think the video is still not uploaded, but I've mentioned this before in the playthrough. But you know, say that you need some cash to, you know, like get all the hats or pick up heroic challenges from Auric or something, or even just to upgrade your character. One way you can do it when you start getting, like now we're up to 300 on that gem stash at the crane deck, you know, up there. What you can do is conceivably, I mean, it takes a little bit of time, but it's not as bad as like having to play a level and come back here at that point. Just do a heroic challenge, back out, and come here to the ship, and then you can go and get that 300 again, as well as everything else on the ship. But nonetheless, Flameslinger, I am very, granted I have not played the game in a while since I've been just editing videos, but I'm very impressed with him. Didn't really have any trouble taking out the Drow, which, you know, they're not too troublesome anyway, but very, very quick. He might have seemed quicker than Stealth. I'm sure some of that's the flame dash, but I might go in and do a comparison. It's exactly 5 a.m. now. I'm still really tired. I'm just kind of excited, you know, if that makes any sense. But that was Flameslinger. We got him introduced, took a look at his stats, also finally previewed the quest for you. Again, roughly going to be the same thing. I think only that last one might be character specific. But we'll come in, you know, like I said, as we'll deal with those later on anyway. We're going to focus on the gameplay first, the main objectives, and then we'll kind of get into like the individual accolades, I guess, if you want to refer to the quests in that manner. That said, very cool. We got the new heroic challenge. We can take some of the others through. In the event that I don't get, you know, like any of the Wave 3 characters, I do have the Scorpion Striker. I guess I'll pick it up Wednesday, maybe Thursday. I don't know if I'll go to town Wednesday. It should still be sitting there for me since I paid in full ahead of time. But I'll have that one. Obviously, I'll probably make it a point to get that introduced, but hopefully before then I can just take everybody box stock, no upgrades, some of them not even to level 15. Go to final chapter, fight chaos, whatever you do in there, and just see what happens. And then focus on getting everybody upgraded and everything. Then dabble on into nightmare mode. Of course, I'll do the adventure packs before we do that. But nonetheless, questions, comments, you can ask on the blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can still ask on YouTube, but I mean, the sad fact is I just don't get the time necessary to take care of that stuff, so I may just start saying the blog. I don't know that it impacts what people do, but I can say if it's something important, either to tell me, hey idiot, you can press A to look at the quests, or if it's an issue or something you think I can help you with, if you ask or comment on the blog, I will get to it, and it will be very quick. Generally it's the same day, or within 24 hours. Very worst case scenario, I mean, you're looking at maybe 2 to 3 days if something crazy happens or I can't get on the internet or something. But again, use the blog, and I will get back to you. If I had the time, I'd hit everybody back on YouTube, even the stuff that says, hey, I got Flameslinger 2. That's cool to me, but I mean, like I said, it's 5:03 a.m. If I were to respond to just like the comments from today, I wouldn't be in bed until like 8, because I try, each one's important, and you want to acknowledge that it was left, but it's just the time, man. I don't really have the time. That said, part 47 is hopefully going to be uploaded within a few minutes, so I can quit rambling here. But I have to say, Flameslinger, I don't know if it's because I'm really tired or what, but he seems really good, very good right out of the box. But anyway, like I said, hopefully I'll be taking on Chaos pretty soon. My goal, of course, I've edited up through 60, I believe, over this weekend. Granted, the NFL playoffs are going to take precedent, sadly. I'm excited about that, but after the games, between them, if one's like a blowout or something crazy, I will be editing more videos and then uploading. Most chapters are 3, so you'll probably see like 3 videos at a time when I get a chance to upload. But nonetheless, you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching. Hopefully everybody's having good luck landing Wave 3, or heck, even the stuff you might have not picked up yet. Again, Christmas, sure, a lot of people got the game for Christmas. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I think it's a pretty solid game, but I'll quit rambling on about that. We've done enough of that. Like I said, this will either be part 77 or 80 something, depending on how I do it. It's kind of going to be weird if we go from chapter 15 to this to Chaos's Castle, but might do it. I don't know, I've done crazier things. So nonetheless, I'll quit talking. Hopefully everyone else is asleep, unless you're in Australia, in which case you will probably be commenting on this video. Nonetheless, that's all I got. We will catch you next time.